Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Thursday, August the 29th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This message could play out today. The message may or may not be for you. So just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. I always like to talk about the astrology insights that I channel while looking at the daily astrology, and then I like to jump in with the tarot. So hit that subscription button, stick around. You're not going to want to miss this message. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and share the video, especially if it's resonating for you. But let's talk about these energies today. And so today we have Venus entering into Libra. Venus is going to feel at home in the sign of Libra. And I was shown the energy of the Hermit very loudly. I was shown the wheel reversed in my third eye along with the Emperor reversed, and what I heard was reality check. And so there's some type of revision, integration, and cleansing going on, maybe connected to the masculine collective, maybe connected to you. But what I heard was secrecy and solitude, and I felt a very strong Virgo energy connected to the Hermit. And so this energy felt very withdrawn. It felt a little bit lonely, and it felt very much like an energy of disappointment, oppression is what it felt like, almost like a Four of Cups. And so somebody here I feel might be in a really bad position. It felt very unstable. Maybe somebody here is losing control in a downward spiral is kind of what it was looking like in my third eye, due to some unexpected changes. We're also going to have Venus forming a trine to Pluto shortly after it enters into Libra, and this brought forward the energy of the Fool reversed with the Empress. And so I think somebody here is feeling a little foolish. I was shown the Wheel with the Five of Wands, and I was also shown the energy of the Queen of Wands reversed with the Two of Cups reversed. And so what I feel like is there's this major dislodging. It felt like a dislodging of some stuck or blocked patterns that maybe have been limiting your capacity to fulfill your deepest desires when it comes to a relationship. This could be you, this could be somebody that you're connected with, but somebody here is at a standstill when it comes to power struggles that are likely underway, and there is a need to address some negative repetitive patterns. The moon is also in Cancer, and so it's going to be forming a trine to Saturn, and I was shown the energy of the Tower and the Five of Cups, Justice and the Three of Swords, the Chariot reversed, the Emperor reversed, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. And so I felt major pressure in the root chakra. So the root chakra deals with security fears, emotional security, financial security. Somebody here I feel is being encouraged to embrace some change that will align with your true higher values. And so seek that personal reflection in the energies today when it comes to growth and evolution. Somebody here is really needing to embrace emotional vulnerability and authenticity. So there's likely going to be some type of sudden change or destruction that might lead to a major loss or disappointment. I just feel this is a very difficult time for the collective. We've got almost all of the outer planets going to be retrograde. We got Uranus going to be stationing retrograde. We got Pluto moving from Aquarius into Capricorn this weekend. And so this really is a difficult time filled with sadness, upheaval, and loss. It's also a time of facing the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, no matter how hard that may be to sit in this truth. It's really time to come to terms with some type of very difficult reality or situation. So if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling disconnected, if you're feeling directionless, you might find yourself spiraling in a cycle of indecision. That's also the Libra energy. The shadow side of Libra is indecision. And so somebody here I feel is going through some type of revelation when it comes to some repressed, deep emotional pain. And this suffering will lead to some type of personal transformation. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot. Let's see what other messages need to come through. I decided to pick the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck today, so we'll go a little bit further when it comes to the astrology. Look at that 12th house. Could be a Cancer 12th house, could be a Virgo 12th house, or a Libra 12th house. I don't know why I'm feeling those energies strongly. And there's that root. And so this is about getting to the root cause of a repetitive pattern. 38. That is the energy I feel of The Queen of Cups coming through. Is that the Queen of Cups? Yeah, the Queen of Cups. There could be a feminine here getting to the root of some type of pattern. I think of the Queen of Cups and I think very strong Pisces energy, although it can be the embodiment of any of the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But when I think of the Queen of Cups, I think of a woman that likely has self-sacrificed, right? The Queen of Cups gives, loves unconditionally, and also sometimes can fall victim to romantic illusions. And then we get the 12th house. So it's a 50 card. There's something about wish fulfillment, emotional contentment, almost like a 10 of cups. And the 12th house is the house of karma. The 12th house is the house of introspection. It is the house of spirituality. It's also the house that knows no bounds. It's the house where we kind of bury the past. And so there could be some type of activation here if you notice all of the chakra pathways. So this is about getting to the root of an issue when it comes to closing out some karma. So let's get into it. Let's get a few of these cards out. And let's see what else needs to come through. Remember, guys, the tarot is all about guidance. It's all about empowerment. And so I'm not here to tell you what to do. The cards aren't here to tell you what to do. They're just here to kind of give you a nudge in the right direction. So if something is triggering you, click off. Take this reading as an opportunity to grow, to expand, to step into your power, and to create the life you want. Also, keep in mind this reading is not sign specific. I will call out energies that I feel need to be mentioned. But if you would like to book a more personalized reading with me, do feel free to check out the description box below. There you will find the link to several different reading styles that I offer. And there will also be a link below in the description box. But let's see what needs to come through for a message today. Juno, this is all about partnership. When I see the parrot energy, I do think be careful. Secrets can harm you. Somebody here might be gossiping about all of your secrets. I almost feel a 5 of Wands connected to a partnership here, where maybe you've opened up and you've broken down your walls and you've shared all of your deepest, darkest secrets, but maybe this person is using these secrets against you. We get the retrograde, and boy, oh boy, that's loud. And so there is something here, I think, very toxic, very karmic that needs to be addressed. It's a 15 card. So where are you needing to kind of go back and address some toxic, negative, repetitive patterns? That's what the retrograde is all about. So after this weekend, I'm pretty sure we're going to have almost all of the outer planets in retrograde except for Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be going retrograde later this fall, along with Mars, once it's in Leo, will be going retrograde later this fall. And so these retrogrades are saying, hey, you got to get out of this tunnel vision. You really got to look at a situation here at face value when it comes to a partnership. And I do feel there's some type of drama or outside opinions here. And then we get the Pluto energy. So this is all about death. This is all about transformation and rebirth, but it does trigger some type of activation when it comes to an Ace of Wands energy. And so there's maybe a rebirth of a partnership. Maybe somebody has really struggled to go back to face some type of relationship drama, but this is connected to the past. This is connected to a past pattern. And so the South Node, I do feel almost like a 7 of Wands energy. You might need to defend yourself. You might need to really practice discernment. You might have a lot of fingers pointing at you, but remember, any finger pointing at you is going to have 10 fingers pointing back at them. And so there is some type of repetitive negative pattern here connected to the South Node. And so usually we'll teeter back and forth, right? The North Node is where we're going. The South Node is where we come from. But the South Node is also where we hold all of our talents and all of our gifts. It's what we've mastered in a past life. And now we have to integrate the opposite lesson. And so this could be connected to Pluto in Capricorn. Maybe you're a Capricorn South Node. Maybe you're a Cancer South Node. It doesn't really matter. But the past is coming up to be explored when it comes to some subconscious patterns, some deeply rooted patterns. And so there's almost like a 7 of Cups energy coming through, like a disillusionment coming through. And I just want to say there is going to be victory, but something here needs to be put to bed in order for you to go towards your rebirth. So let's read the South Node card. Let's get into that energy a little bit further, and let's talk about that a little bit more before jumping in with the cards. And so it is a master number 33 card. And so the South Node is all about what you bring along from past lives. So there is some karma here. The South Node also brings forward some skills when it comes to what it is that you've mastered. And so there's something within the physical body, I feel, where maybe you're holding tension, We are coming into eclipse season again, so this very well could be a Virgo Pisces energy coming through when it comes to the lunar nodes and the south node and the north node. But we are coming into eclipse season, and so there's going to be something that is going to exactly line up here. I think this is bigger than a daily. I think this is going into September, because we're going to have the new moon in Virgo early next week, and then we're going to have the eclipse energy in Pisces a couple weeks later. And so there's a shadow here, a mysterious shadow here that's really covered somebody's path. And so the shadow is really needing to face a dragon's head and tail, is what I feel. And we are in the year of the dragon. And so there is a situation here that has some deep karmic roots in a past life karmic pattern that needs to be addressed. So pay attention to your own personal south node. Read up on it. Read up on the patterns here, because these origins are not completely clear, I think, when it comes to moving forward. And so you're going to have to look at this old problem again. You're going to have to look at this old pattern again and really put in the work to heal it. And so there is a situation here, I think, that feels hauntingly familiar, but maybe not with a full story to go with it. And so there's something about an echoing when it comes to traces of another time, another lifetime. And so familiar isn't always good, right? Familiar could mean an enemy in disguise. There could be the past returning when it comes to patterns involved with maybe an earlier difficult chapter in your life, or maybe there's a past relationship coming up to be addressed that is causing you to have to work through a lot of triggers. But I do feel you're going to have to cleanly deal with what is being put on the table. And you're going to have to learn to stay in the present moment. And so maybe it's time to learn a new way to respond rather than react. Maybe it's time to harness some new skills that will help you when this old trauma gets triggered and activated. But I do feel there's like a siren coming forward when it comes to breaking some type of spell in some type of very challenging relationship dynamic. And so there might be something unexpected coming forward that's going to help you break this pattern. But I do feel you are encouraged to stay focused on a healthy future and making your own path, making your own destiny. And so there could be a fallback when it comes to familiarities, when it comes to defense mechanisms, when it comes to reliving maybe a past trauma, PTSD. PTSD might be coming up when it comes to flashbacks or addictive habits and relationships. But you are being asked to heal the triggers, heal the patterns from the past, and take back your power and learn from these past mistakes. And so then you will have that hard-earned wisdom. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot, and let's see what else needs to come through. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams deck today. Yeah, somebody here is feeling foolish. This is feeling like a need to go back. Maybe this is somebody is so foolish to admit that they made a poor choice that they're staying stuck in a situation because they don't want to look like a failure and they don't want to admit defeat. There's almost like a Five of Swords energy at play, and the Five of Swords upright is utterly defeated. This is, I'm going to win at all costs. I don't want to admit that I was wrong. And somebody here has a mask of steel on, but I think deep below the surface, somebody is feeling very foolish. And so when Uranus stations retrograde this weekend, there might be a need to go back to a situation that you thought you could move on from and not actually deal with. But these retrogrades are saying, hey, you better get this in check. This is part of your rebirth. This is part of a new beginning. So we got Aries energy and we had air energy. It felt like Aquarian energy. So let's get 9 of these cards out. Let's see what else needs to come through for a message today. But I just feel, yeah, a major power struggle is underway when it comes to some type of relationship. And so we get the 8 of Coins straight out the gate. There's that Virgo energy. And we get the King of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We get the Knight of Cups. We get more water energy. And we get the Queen of Swords in reverse. Ooh, she's feeling very bitter, very angry. I feel she's feeling vengeful. Yeah, we've got a feminine here that is very angry, very possessive, very jealous, feeling very vengeful. And this is connected to some type of deeply rooted childhood pattern for sure. We get the 4 of Pentacles upright. This is about Pluto dipping back into Capricorn. This is happening this weekend. And so the sun is kind of illuminating something here when it comes to some type of very challenging situation. We get the Five of Wands in reversed. We get the King of Coins in reverse. So all of the court cards here are in reverse. The Page of Cups upright. I'm feeling very strongly, and I want to say there is some type of cycle where it's riddled with emotional immaturity. Bottom of the deck, we get the King of Swords in reversed, the Four of Swords in reversed, the Temperance in reversed, and there's that negative repetitive pattern, and the Fool reversed. And so this is a very challenging time. It's definitely a challenging time. There's going to be delays. There's going to be setbacks, and this is divinely guided. And so somebody here is stuck in a cycle, I feel, of addictions. It doesn't have to be like a drug or alcohol addictions, but there is a very addictive cycle here. I feel a cycle of maybe a masculine being unemotional or emotionally unavailable, you know, likes to come in and loves the honeymoon stage, but doesn't have any staying power, doesn't know how to communicate, withholds communication, maybe even belittles and gaslights. And we got a feminine here that is not being honest with herself, that is likely very angry, clinging to control, jealous and possessive, and this is due to a childhood pattern. So there's a lot of immaturity within some type of partnership here, and two people kind of holding on. But this Four of Pentacles is all about opening the box of darkness. This is about Pandora's box, recognizing the pattern. Why are you clinging to something? And so I do feel this is a joint effort here. And so there's a need to maybe re-examine the situation. Why do you keep investing in something that isn't really bringing you emotional contentment? So this person is focused on this one Ace of Pentacles, right? We get the Two of Pentacles above. So there is like a higher realignment going on when it comes to this situation, because bottom line is there's this deep sense of lack. I feel two people maybe in a situation together there to pull all of these triggers connected to an abandonment wound or a rejection wound. And this King of Cups is not giving anything emotionally. I do feel, you know, it's all about the fun. It's all about the games. The Knight of Cups connected to the King of Cups reverses. This is somebody that loves the love bombing stage, but they don't have true emotional staying power, and there is a lack of truth. And so maybe this has been a cycle you have struggled to break free from for about the last 4 years, but I feel there's a lack of compromise, there's a lack of working it out, and there's a need to recognize a very toxic pattern here, because you're going to keep facing challenges, you're going to keep facing delays if you stay stuck in a situation that isn't meant for you. And so we could have a feminine here wanting to try again, to have to avoid dealing with this childhood pattern. But bottom line is we've got a masculine here that is only in a situation for the material aspects. The King of Coins reversed is only in it for the money, really not in it for the love. And so is this really worth the fight, is what I want to say. So I think once you see this truth, once you see the pattern in its entirety, you're not going to be able to unsee it. And this is about letting go of a very challenging situation. And so the central energy is the Queen of Wands reversed. We could have somebody here lashing out, being very vindictive. We could have somebody, you know, going through some type of emotional breakdown as well. But let's clarify this Queen of Wands, and let's see, because I feel she's the one maybe lashing out. It's very possible. So what is the Queen of Wands got to say? We got the Six of Swords in reversed. We got the Ace of Swords. So there is a need to admit defeat. I do feel we could have a feminine here trying to block the truth, trying to hide the truth. And then we get the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it's all swords. Somebody here is all up in their head. I do feel there's a very karmic feminine energy coming through whose bubble is about to get burst. I find it very interesting because we kind of got like a Seven of Swords reversed at play. So this is the truth coming to light. This could be somebody wanting to slander somebody or defame them on social media and blast them when it comes to some truth coming to light. But there is truth coming forward. And I do feel we could have a feminine here that doesn't want to move on from a situation, that is holding on or preventing somebody from going back to something. So let's clarify the king energy. I do feel we're missing what? The King of Wands in reverse. So there's a lack of passion. There's a lack of drive. That's kind of almost like the Emperor in reversed if we were to get that last king out. But let's clarify the King of Coins in reversed. I do feel this is all one energy. Oh yeah, there's that Five of Swords. So we got somebody here that I think is also holding on for the money. They don't want to walk away because they want to keep everything that's theirs when it comes to money and finances. And so the Four of Swords reversed is connected to the masculine in this reading. So it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel the most important energy here that is missing is the King of Wands. And so the King of Wands is the action taker, right? But I do feel somebody here is like, I'm going to come out on top. I'm going to win at all costs. We get the Two of Coins. And we get the Empress in reversed. And so, yeah, we definitely have a masculine here that might need to go back to something. Might need to go back to somebody that they didn't value or recognize their worth the first time around. But we've got a King of Coins here that is laser focused on a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Coins. And I do feel there's like no talky-talky here. There's no talking here. But I do feel this masculine might have to go back to someone that has turned their back on them and deliver some very harsh truth. But the truth will set somebody free here. The truth will allow them to have some type of victory, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. And so there is going to be a major realignment. I do feel when Pluto shifts back into when Pluto goes back into Capricorn, there's going to be a realignment. Somebody here is being asked to take a chance, to take a risk, to kind of take a leap of faith. I do feel we've got maybe a masculine here that is only focused on work, is emotionally disconnected in a relationship with somebody that is very controlling and very possessive. And they know this person doesn't know their worth and their value. But they want to go back to a partner, I feel. So let's look at this King of Swords in reversed. How come he's not talking? What is it that he does want to say? I just feel somebody here is feeling foolish for not valuing an Empress. And so what's he got to say? We get the Ten of Cups in reversed. We got the Seven of Coins in reversed, and we got the Hanged Man. Well, he's gaining a new perspective, and I don't think he's telling anybody about this new perspective. I feel there's a masculine here that's in a situation that is not his wish fulfillment. It's not bringing emotional contentment, and maybe he spent a lot of time watering a dead tree here. I do feel closing out like a 7-year cycle. This person could be trying to close out a 7-year cycle. Could be a Pisces. But I feel with Neptune retrograde in Pisces, this person is getting a wake-up call. This is like getting unstuck. This is the energy of dislodging out of a very stuck situation, coming out of some type of an illusion, a loveless situation, getting out of a loveless situation. And I feel recognizing that a bad judgment call was made. And so we've got a masculine here that I feel is deeply wounded, consciously doing the work to review the wound, to recognize the pattern, might have to go back to a partnership. And maybe there's a lot of gossip surrounding this situation. I do think there's a lot of struggles. There could be a lot of third-party interference here, but I do feel you're not going to be able to unsee it. So what is the box of darkness? The Lovers. The Lovers just flipped out. I wanted to clarify the Four of Pentacles. So somebody's really been withholding, making a different choice when it comes to Lovers. Gemini, somebody here is stressed out. They're losing sleep, maybe being haunted by the past. And there is a need to address a past betrayal here. So we kind of got a Ten of Swords in reversed at play. So somebody's got to go back and make amends when it comes to maybe stabbing somebody in the back, hurting somebody very deeply, somebody that they care about and love very much when it comes to the Lovers. And there's victory here. So I think get ready for unexpected communication. Get ready for an unexpected arrival or departure, because we've got a masculine here that's getting ready to boss up, getting ready to take charge. There's that missing king, and there's that Emperor reversed. And so there is a masculine here that needs to go back and rectify a past poor decision. Definitely. So this is somebody that is finding their ability to take charge, to step into a leadership role, maybe after a huge fall from grace. There could be somebody definitely feeling defeated here, but this is about rectifying a past missed opportunity. This is about clearing some past life karma as well. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag. We pretty much got all of the signs out here. So let's close the reading off with a numerology guidance card. What do we got here? We got abundance. This is closing out the 888 portals. We had 3 888 portals in August this month, and this is about walking away from a situation too, I feel. Financial discipline. That's one of the first lessons you got to learn on the journey is financial discipline. But somebody is being activated when it comes to some abundance. And so this all kind of has to clear when it comes to the past or past life soul contracts before the abundance can come in. And so maybe there's been an ending at that last 888 portal. But let's get one closing message here. What do we got? We got the 6-6 energy. And so I feel a Queen of Pentacles here that might be coming into some type of an abundant resource. It could be a windfall. It could be an inheritance. But we've got a Queen of Pentacles here that has mastered the healing journey. We get spirituality on the bottom of the deck. And so there's something about the last several months going through these portals of healing. This is about healing your self-worth, healing self-value, healing abundance, and stepping into a new path of spirituality. That's really what I'm feeling here. And so we get the parenting card and the physical activity below that. And so maybe you're a parent, but I just feel there's this energy of closing out a cycle. There's some type of rebirth here. So go out ahead, get grounded, do some physical activity every day. But we are on the precipice of massive personal growth within the collective. And so be patient. The High Priestess is patient. I think somebody here has been patiently waiting for somebody to close out a cycle riddled with pride and arrogancy. And I do feel we are on the precipice of domestic harmony. And so I feel like a 6 of Cups. There is the possibility of a reunion after somebody closes out some type of past life pattern with a very karmic energy. And it's going to require a lot of self-discipline to go towards a new beginning of love. And that is what I have for a message today, guys. If you would like to book a more personalized reading with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.